everybody, and good morning.
Morning. So I'm playing with my Barbie camper so you won't see me today.
Yeah, she's going to be playing today. I just
Just
have
look.
I know, we've been looking. I'll put some video in there to keep playing.
Yay.
So this morning we're going to go ahead and I've got a new water gauge. I just got this pretty cheap at the store. I'm going to put that in. We've been having a lot of water, a lot of rain, and we also are going to have a heat wave this week.
And I drink this pink drink to get me hydrated. That's what makes me so hydrated for gardening.
Yeah, so everybody remember to stay hydrated. Message from Graceland. Stay hydrated, everybody.
But the white one will.
Okay, thank you.
There's like purple, pink, orange, red, and blue colors. I like pink.
Okay. Well, this has been your public service announcement from Graceland. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to clean out the rest of the flower bed or the garden bed down in the back where I pulled up some peas. The other thing we're going to do today is we're going to we've got some seeds we want to plant out. I want to get show you. I want to look at getting our Brussels sprouts planted. I'm going to try growing some cabbage, maybe get them started for the fall. Look what else I have here, Graceland.
Pumpkin! Pumpkin!
We're going to put pumpkin on either side. We're going to put a pumpkin on one side of our corn, and then we're going to put a spaghetti, that's good, a spaghetti squash. We say spaghetti a different,
but not squash.
say spaghetti again. Sabetti. And then Randall says it's, when he was little, he says spuck up getty, which is hysterical. And then you already heard me say it a different way. So, but this is spaghetti squash or winter squash. And I really like that to eat. Graceland, please don't make too many faces. And then one more thing we got to grow.
Watermelon! I love watermelon!
So, Graceland, calm yourself.
I'm a girl who loves watermelon.
She does. So I'm going to plant this in the corner of one of my beds and let it flow out near my potatoes. And then I've got some chives. It's not too late to start those.
Yep.
And I'm going to put in some more cucumbers where we're taking out the peas on the railing.
It's never too late to make a garden, guys. It's never too late. Take it go in the water. Well, we climb up and we...
Ooh, good job. That looks like fun.
What a slide.
What we got in the garden, the rest of the pea shoots, some gladioli, and underneath here we've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. It's time to chop it up. We'll do that soon. Do you hear the cicadas? It's amazing, you can hear them. So we're gonna take a look at the garden and we'll start here. And while we're doing that, we'll just take inventory. Randall's checking out the backyard. We got to cut down some trees back here. So we definitely need a weed, but I'm kind of liking it. Just filled in, letting the animals enjoy it. We'll pull up some of those rose campions. We'll let them seed a little bit. Down here, I think these sweet peas are confused. I don't really see any flowers on them. So I don't know if they're actually going to flower for me or not. Maybe here. I'm going to leave them a little bit longer. But I think I'm going to plant a cucumber down in here today. And then my lettuce is still going strong. I need to harvest it. We'll harvest that and I'll put a couple, like 1 or 2 cucumbers in here today. The fig tree's putting on some new growth. That's good to see. And here's the garden we're going to work on today. It's in the shade right now. Oh, look at that blessed little, that sad little basil right there. He needs some water. Think about putting him actually in the ground and see how he does. And here's my last of my potatoes. They're still growing, so we'll let them alone. Got corn back there, or lettuce that needs to be pulled up. I think I'll leave 1 or 2 to continue to go to seed, but then the rest I'm gonna pull up. I'll probably just leave 1 for seed. Let's see how these are doing. I don't really like these little planters. They came from the dollar store. I just don't think they hold enough water. So we've got some dahlias blooming over here. Gonna check that out. That's the first of the dahlia I was given from a friend of mine. See if we got any more green beans down here. Been enjoying those. Yeah, we got a couple. Not a lot. I'm waiting for these pole beans to really do their thing. These rotten things. I'll have to get, oh, but look at that spider. That's so pretty. We'll get rid of these Japanese beetles. But we'll keep the spiders. Those look pretty. What else is going on in here today? So I tried to prop up this little tomato with a stick. I don't have any more props. I think I might have one now that I got the tomatoes or the peas done. Look at this. We've got some yellow tomatoes coming along. Our sun golds are looking good. Could come in here and prune some of these branches that we don't need. This one broke. I think they're just tired. We're gonna have even more heat, so get these things ready for that heat. But they're looking good. Stake this up a little bit further. These are ready to start giving me some fruit. They start turning blush, I'll take them in the house. This little pepper plant's looking thirsty. Go get some water. This sun gold's decided to join the party. It's really taken off. Might need a mulch down in here. See if I can find some mulch. Some leaves or something to put on top of here. I'm sure I can find some leaves, y'all. Those are looking good. So those little plants I planted on this side are starting to perk up. Those are lamb's ear. And then I had to cut off a dahlia, not on purpose, it just fell off in the winds. We had high winds. So I just stuck it here. Maybe it'll rot down. Prevent some weeds from growing. These little plants, I might just need to cut them down to the roots and let them restart. They're perennials. And the cucumbers down in here are putting on some growth. But I'm not sure how I feel about them down here. I feel like they're kind of stunted. I think I might transplant them up to the front of the garden where I've got the trellis. Not the, yeah, I guess it's a trellis, but it's the arbor. Our nasturtiums down there that we planted the other day are growing. So I think that just needs some water. I've got some water. I like these little troughs in the garden. I'll go give it some water. And whatever it's in there is fine. We'll perk it up. Maybe it had too much water. Who knows? We'll just give it some water and see. Look at this. Beautiful. So a lot of the bok choy and the carrots seem to be doing well. This one's basically obliterated, and I see the culprit down in here. All right, let's play name that creature. Is it a good creature or a bad creature? And then I've got, looks like eggs all over the place here. Might be time to bring these out of the garden and eat what I can and start over in here. Might put some onions in here. A little sunflower trying to make its way, and a weed. Let's go check on our corn. Doing well. It's definitely doing its best to be upright. This is on an angle. This is where we'll plant one pumpkin on one side and one squash on the other and just let it come on out and grow in this area. And then up here behind the garden, I'm gonna put a watermelon in the middle and let it grow out in here. And we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna trim down all of the, what's that called? I'm having my own brain fog this morning. But anyways, I need to trim down the herbs right there, those oregano, and let them start fresh and dry the rest. We can take those in. This is the back of the garden. Not bad for the first year of really putting it together. We definitely have a wild chaos garden behind here. I also thought about doing watermelons down this hill, but I want to cultivate the grass a little bit better and put in more of this edging and make that another planter before I do. So we'll get started. I don't really see any more squash. husband. He's over here cutting down some trees. These little saplings. So I don't know if this one has already, gone through the change or what. See if I can make it lighter. That's wild. We have pictures of these. We have one growing on our front porch right now that's is coming out. So we'll see what these are. Those are looking better. Got some green tomatoes to try to just try to see if we can get these to turn color on the counter. You can walk over with me. Here's what we've pulled off the vines. They're looking a little bit better, a little bit more airflow maybe. The cucumbers may get better airflow too with the removal of all these, and I'll come through and I'll harvest the tomatoes that are good to go. Yum yum, these are delicious. These are sun golds. I never had them before. I've always seen people talk about how wonderful they are. I'm really excited. I've got several. And then these are getting ready to turn colors, I think. Give them a couple more days. The sun's gonna be really strong. Come out tomorrow and see how they're doing. We've got a Marconi pepper and several shishitos. They're looking a little bit better even since I put the water on them, so I do think they just needed some water. I pulled up a little bit of the weeds around here. It's gonna take more than just a few minutes of weeding, as you can see down in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and reuse this potato to put my tomato in. It's a rogue potato, or tomato, potato patata. It's a rogue tomato that I've just been nurturing. It was left behind in the greenhouse. I forgot about it, so we'll see if we get anything out of it. It does have a little bit of growth on it. It's gotten a lot better than it was, so we'll see what happens. And look what was hiding over here. It had knocked the trellis down, its plant down. I'm gonna stake it up, but look at first red tomato, and it looks beautiful. We cleared up this garden. There's 2 watermelon seeds in here. They're along here. There is spaghetti squash, 2 spaghetti squashes on that planter, which we're gonna end up taking the bok choy out. Then over there is a pumpkin. And we cleaned up this bed, and you can see where I chopped the lettuce down and did a chop and drop. I'm trying that out. So I hope today's harvest. Look at that tomato. And more peppers. I'm gonna make some chicken salad with leftover chicken breast and some apples. Won't take you into all of that, but I'm enjoying being in the house after a hot morning in the garden. Here's my lunch. Tomatoes, fresh lettuce, and some chicken apple salad. This is my lunch. It's got tomatoes in it, and it's got some chicken, and it's got some apples and some feta cheese, some pumpkin seeds, and some walnuts, a little bit of Greek yogurt. You like it? It's a heart. Cool. It's a winning. Thanks for gardening with us.
See you next time, and also like and subscribe. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.